Welcome everybody to the first ever sleep racing podcast.
Yeah.
I think we're going to name it Dirt Dirty.
Dirt Dirty.
Yeah.
Just think of DDSR.
What?
DDSR.
DDSR?
Yeah. Dirt Dirty Sleep Racing.
Oh, there you go. You can do that too. So this is kind of something fun, new. See where it goes.
Something to try.
Yeah. Give you guys different footage than what, just the shop work. So hopefully we can do a video of the shop work and the racing and that kind of stuff once a week, and then also do a podcast once a week and kind of discuss and talk about our racing events and our
Different changes, different races coming up,
Right.
races in the past.
exactly.
Maybe bring on some guests.
Yeah.
Get some of the other racers that we race with on here and stuff like that.
Absolutely. What we do really want to focus on is the racing around the Thunder Hill group themselves. But we'll see how it goes. We'll start here and we'll branch out maybe. So yeah, in today's thing we're gonna go over some upcoming events, some updates on our team, the club that we formed. And then we're going to get into some hotter topics of, the challenges of local racing and, how secretive some people like to be and how I feel. I don't know how Dad feels, but how I feel that is hurting our sport. So, but, that'll be kind of a fun little discussion again. So, so yeah, do you want to talk about some upcoming events or?
Oh, a lot of neat things going on. I don't know. There again, depends on how you've been around us. We've normally been around the karting. Last year we switched over to the Legend cars. This year we want to grow the Legend cars along with, Thunder Hill Speedway and what Chad and them are doing out there. But to grow the Legend cars, we are trying to branch out to other tracks in the area. So we've got a few different events coming up this year that everybody in the area is really excited about.
I'll leave a link to the Facebook page in the description. But yeah, like Dad said, we have a lot of cool things coming up. We're kind of hooked up with NLDS a little bit, so they're coming to Thunder Hill and Cedar Lake this year. So that's a kind of a bigger show. So that'll be fun. Those are right at the beginning of the season. So that'll be fun. The other one is that I wanted to kind of bring up was the June 13th race.
Red Cedar Speedway.
Yeah, that'll be at Red Cedar in Menominee. So that's pretty cool that they did that because they didn't even reach out to us from what I've gathered.
Yeah, well.
They kind of went ahead and did it on their own from the sounds of it. So that's really cool.
We started up with the organization Rolling Thunder Dirt Legends this year. It's a handful of us drivers from Thunder Hill Legend group that are just going to try and grow the legends in this area. Midwest Legend Dirt Series, MLDS, pretty much race down southern part of Wisconsin, eastern part of Wisconsin. Very large organization down there. We ran a couple of their shows last year. A couple of their guys came up here last year. So this year we're going to run a couple races with them guys. They're going to come up to Thunder Hill. They're going to come to Cedar Lake. They're again Cedar Lake Speedway, the big racetrack, May 24th. We'll be over there with the Midwest Legends and the Rolling Thunder Dirt Legends. Big show there. Red Cedar Speedway in Menominee on June 13th, the big track. And then, of course, all of our Thunder Hill events, which the schedule Chris will put in the link. So we'll put a link to the schedules on what we're tentatively right now planning on doing this year with the racing. Got some other races and actually other other states and stuff we're looking at doing, and some other traveling things like that too, other events.
The other one that I wanted to bring up was October 11th at Thunderhill Speedway is the Bone Shaker Showdown. It's the first race, and from the sounds of it, that's going to be kind of cool. So they got they're going to run the midgets, the legends, and a modified bracket race of some sort. I don't know any details on that.
Full details,
But that'll be kind of fun. That'll be neat. See a couple of them big cars whipping around that little track. That'd be pretty cool. So that's I think that's gonna be fun.
A lot of cool big things happening this year. It's gonna be an exciting year.
For sure.
A lot of things to look forward to. And again, the links we'll put in there for the racing. Otherwise, Thunderhill Speedway on Facebook or thunderhillspeedway.com or Thunderhill-Speedway.
Yeah, I believe
it
it
is.
Yeah.
He'll have all their stuff posted on there for the Wednesday night shows along with the special weekend shows this year. Thunderhill will be kicking off, May 16th and 17th, Friday, Saturday, 2-night Spring Chicken
Challenge.
Spring Chicken Challenge.
Yep. And more to come on that. I think we'll hold off on some big news with that.
Some of the big stuff we'll
tease you guys a little bit.
We'll let you know.
But yeah, it'll be
May 24th, the weekend after the Thunderhill opening, would be the Cedar Lake Speedway event with MLDS over at Cedar Lake over in New Richmond. And then I believe May 28th, we're kind of back to Thunderhill, kind of starting back, with the normal Wednesday night classes through there. Some other events, but we'll kind of post those, keep everybody informed on what's going on.
For sure.
Some changes, time goes.
The one thing too that I didn't have on here, March 28th and 29th at the hockey arena in Menominee, right by the Red Cedar Speedway there. That is their big annual car show, and I'm thinking that we're gonna have I don't even know,
Friday, Saturday night,
5, 6, 7, 8 legends there from the sounds of it.
Yep.
And there's going to be karts there too from Thunderhill. So if you guys can, go check that out or come check it out. We'll be there. We'll be promoting some of our sponsors. And
I don't know how we'll be there all the time, but we'll be there. It's a 2-night show. Friday night they have a band, I think, usually.
Something like that.
They have music and stuff and things like that.
Yeah, Saturday night. I know they have a beanbag tournament and all kinds of
sorts of different stuff. Red Cedar Speedway Car Show. You can probably look it up with Red Cedar and with more information on that also.
Yeah, redcedar.com or check it out on their Facebook page.
End of March.
Again, I can leave all those links in the description.
Links or something. Yeah.
So, talk about our team a little bit. Like Dad said, we started in go-karts in 2010. Yeah, 2010, technically.
First year, yeah.
And then it just kind of took off from there. Go-karts was always a fun thing for us because we could go out and do it relatively cheap. And, it was just good bonding for us, so that's why we kind of kept doing it. And we were enjoying it. And then it became very competitive and very secretive, which we'll get into that in the next subject. And I kind of just wanted to leave that in the past. So I talked Dad into buying a legend car last year. He drove it. I was the crew chief for half the season, a little over half the season. And then I got in it and
Chris will be driving it this year full time.
And we had a blast doing it. So yeah. With that, it does cost a little bit more than a go-kart probably. We sold all of our go-kart stuff and basically just traded up. So we don't have a whole lot into it. But it's fun. So but yeah, I reached out to a few other sponsors this year. We went heavy on the marketing aspect of it. Trying to push the YouTube stuff a little harder, get different content out there. So we're trying to grow that. And then, so yeah, we got some really good sponsors coming on board. And then, again, we'll talk about those in a little while, probably at the next episode. But
hopefully a lot of good stuff happening.
Yeah. So I think it is. So, but yeah.
A lot of work.
Yes, a lot of work. Changing the color of the car because Dad's colorblind, so black and white was fine for him last year because he couldn't really tell. But now that I'm driving it, now I gotta make it all dazzled up and pretty.
You gotta make it nice looking.
That's not the only reason why it was black and white last year, but but yeah, it's kind of cool looking.
Looks fast.
It looks fast. It probably won't be fast, but it looks fast. So looks are important.
We'll go from there.
Yeah, ask Derek Crumry. Looks are very important.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
yeah,
he knows.
Yeah.
So yeah, then kind of talked to a few people and we thought we needed to grow something. I was dabbling in doing this in the sportsman division a little bit of trying to build some form of a club or a group to go out and help support local tracks.
Yeah.
Make the classes that self-sustaining so the tracks don't have to put up the money for the payouts and that kind of stuff. Because in the end of it, if we can do that, then our entry fees would be lower because the track doesn't have to pay out all that money. That was kind of my thing for the last probably 5 years in the sportsman. I was kind of dabbling with little things like that. I could never really make anything a go of it, and then we got into the legend cars, and there was a few people that kind of had that same interest that I did, and so we formed Rolling Thunder Dirt Legends.
Yep.
It's a club-based system, so we have club members and we have voting members and we have all that kind of fun stuff. I don't know what the exact terminology is.
Organization.
Something, yeah. So anyway, so we formed that, and a lot of good things are coming from that.
Yeah.
A lot of good things, actually. Can't wait to tell you guys about that in the next episode, but there's a lot of cool things coming down the pipeline. It really took off. It took off a lot more than I thought it was going to.
Handful of guys doing a lot of work.
Yep.
But very excited about this year. Everybody is. So,
yeah. I'm really pumped.
That helps pump stuff. Just with the organization and just good things happening, big things happening this year, especially with the legends. So Thunder Hill and legends.
So yeah. Where to next? You got anything else on that you wanna?
Not really, no. No, other than our, we are what we are. Some of you people know us from the karting world. Not that we're not going to have karting stuff a little bit still on here from Thunder Hill, but it'll just be a little different. Mainly focused towards the legends. And we still want to help grow Thunder Hill and the karting. So, we're still going to be doing some stuff with that and some of the kids from Thunder Hill area. So,
yeah, I'm sure. The karting's not dead for me, anyways. No. I really enjoy it. I do go out and I run backyard tracks with some buddies. Still do not a lot, but there's actually a really cool thing that happened. I'm probably gonna be in a go-kart this year. Dad doesn't even know this yet, but. I will probably be in a go-kart at Rice Lake at least once, driving for somebody. So obviously get some footage of that, and we'll go from there. But also,
if anybody's interested in getting into whether it be karting with your kids or even legend cars, bandoleros, they don't run in this area, but they're a smaller legend for small kids. Get in touch with us because we can assist you. We know some people. We know who to get a hold of. We are willing to help anybody do whatever they need to do to get them started or to keep them going in karting, racing, whatever it happens to be.
Absolutely.
We will share whatever we need to share with people to get people interested. So if somebody knows somebody that's interested, or if you're interested, or you think your kids might be, just get a hold of us.
Yep.
Look us up. We'll help you out. Yep. That's what we're here for. So.
Yep. You can check that out at sleepracing.com. All the links, I believe, are on there. I think our Facebook links, emails, all that kind of stuff.
Should be on
I believe it's all on there. If not,
we'll get it updated.
Yeah. If not, I'll get it updated. But yeah, for sure. Sleep Racing on Facebook too. Private message me. I'm the one that looks at that, so I'll probably be the one that answers your responses. So, also, side note, if anybody knows of a really good fidget toy that doesn't click, because I'm sure this video is full of clicks from my dad with a pen, but we'll comment that, because it's all I'm hearing over here is click, 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 click with the pen.
Can you hear that?
All right, moving on. How about let's dive deep into the controversial part of the night, huh? Is that what you want to call that?
Sure.
Did I even say that right? I can't talk. The challenges with local racing. This is my point of view. I'm not gonna speak for Dad even. I'm not gonna speak for a lot of other people, but this is my point of view. My point of view is that race teams on a local level. If you're national, I can totally see it and understand it. But in my opinion, we're not racing NASCAR here. We're not racing on a national level. We're racing weekly shows at our, tracks that are out in fields, really. And why do we need to be so secretive about things? Why do we need to, I'm not going to tell you my setup numbers because, I worked hard to get those setup numbers. Well, that's not going to, in my opinion, that's not going to help us grow the sport. The sport's going to die if we don't help each other. And I see a lot of it. I do see a lot of help, though. I do see a lot of people helping, but there is quite a few that even give faulty information.
Yeah.
And that bugs me. That bothers me. I don't like that. I'm an open book, so if you come to me and you ask me what I'm running for a left rear spring in my car, I'm going to tell you what I'm running for a left rear spring in my car, and I will show you the setup sheet that's exactly what I'm running in that car. Same thing with the go-karts. When I ran go-karts, what tire pressures were you running? Well, this is what I'm running, what cross, what left, all of that kind of stuff. I was always an open book. Here's my numbers. Try them. See if they work for you. I'm not saying that they will work for you. So, I don't know. That's my point of view.
The problem is you have two different types of people actually out here. You got the ones that and it is a sport. Anytime there's sport, you have the people that
it's going to be competitive. It's going to be
competitive, and then they're in it to win, which a sport should be.
Mm-hmm.
You have other people in it that, winning is great, but going out on the weekend, spending it with a group of people, having a lot of fun, messing around in the dirt,
mm-hmm. Yep.
and trying to help other people grow and watching them grow is the type of people we are.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you know, back when we got into this thing and started the go-kart racing, you know, were we successful? Yeah, very much so. First 8-9 years, very successful. And it actually got boring.
Yep.
And I think that's when we kind of we had.
And we were very
always
together.
help people.
Yeah.
But you know, at the first few years, we were focused on ourselves and winning. We were that type. And then as we won so much, we slowly started spreading that out and trying to grow the class that we were in, the sportsman class.
Yeah.
And we shared our knowledge, and we tried to help people and get people involved. And the sportsman class was large when it first started in 2011, dwindled down to times 5-6 karts. We thought we were going to lose the class.
And I think a lot of that was kind of when I transitioned a lot of my focus to helping people, because I felt like we did that to that class. I felt like we single-handedly wrecked that class.
Yeah, almost.
You know, granted, we were always willing to help people, but let's face it, if you go and you ask somebody who's winning a lot what they're running and they tell you, and it's not close to what you think it should be, then you think it's wrong, or you think it's not going to work, and it might not work for you. I'm not saying that it will.
Everybody's different.
Yeah, everybody drives different. You know, me and Dad never had the same setups in karts because I couldn't drive his kart, he couldn't drive mine. But I felt like we were single-handedly wrecking that class, and that's what I don't want others to see. I don't want others to do the same thing. And there's a lot of people out there that are willing to help and and that's great, you know. But yes, you know. So I transitioned to focusing on, and we were actually buying karts, fixing them up a little bit, going through them, putting new bearings, you know, doing all that, and basically selling them.
Getting people into
for less than what we had into them, just to get people out there and get the class to grow again. And so that's kind of when I transitioned to everything.
Yeah.
And it was pretty close to that same time that I transitioned to the YouTube side of stuff too, and started carrying around a camera because I wanted to show people everything that I was doing, or close to it, as much as I could. You know, and I wanted to show
how much fun you can have out there.
Exactly. so that's kind of where that.
Especially for kids. You know, yeah. I mean, to get kids involved in this is a great thing. The kids learn a lot from the other kids and from the other parents that are at the racetrack. People that are out at the racetrack are usually very nice people. But yeah, you have a few of them that want to win, and they're going to do what it takes to win.
I guess basically, you know, everybody's got their own opinions. My opinion is, let's be competitive, but let's not be so competitive that we're unwilling to help each other. Let's all help each other and help grow local racing.
Be competitive and still have fun.
Yep.
You know.
Yep. Because
make it a fun sport.
I guess this is how I look at it. We don't, the racers themselves don't make a racetrack.
No.
The fans make the racetrack. And how do you get fans to do a racetrack? You have good racing. And if we all help each other, the racing's going to be better. Yeah. Bottom line. So yeah,
fun,
that's
good competitive racing for the crowd is what keeps racetracks open.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
And for the crowd to see a couple of drivers laughing, patting each other on the back at the end of a decent, good, hard fought race that was clean, and everybody had fun doing it, and to see those 2, 3, 4 drivers get together, laughing and talking about the blasts they had out on the track. That's what keeps fans coming back, and that's what keeps racetracks open.
You know, high-fiving,
So
thumbs up,
so
you know.
We gotta focus on is just
having fun.
making sure that that you as a driver are having fun, and you're making it fun for the crowd also.
Absolutely.
You know.
Absolutely.
You can always improve your driving and win. That's no problem.
Yep.
Too.
Kind of goes hand in hand, though. You know, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So, if you're having fun and you're enjoying it, you're probably going to win more than if you hate it and you're just there out there to try to win.
Struggling.
Yep. So, I guess I don't know how long we've been going at this, but
yeah, I don't know. But anyway.
But yeah, got anything?
Not really, you know. For a starter, I guess we there again we got to get our thoughts together and organized. We'll hopefully get better at this, but you know, change things up a little bit. Kind of bring in some introduction of some sponsorships and stuff like that as we get those together and get the full commitments out of the people. And then I don't know how often we plan on doing a podcast. I don't know, you know, once the season starts, we'll be doing more, I'm assuming.
Yeah, hopefully. That's kind of my plan, like I said, is to...
we got some exciting stuff tomorrow, or Saturday, we're going down to Sun Prairie.
Yep. To the new Legends
Direct new Wisconsin facility down there. They're having a setup seminar for the Legends that we're going to go down to. And a few Legend drivers from the area going down there. Should be a great time. And then the Red Cedar Car Show coming up the end of March. And there's a car show up in Rice Lake also in end of March, maybe?
So it's the week before the Red Cedar
one. Week before. Unfortunately, we're not going to be up to that one. There will be...
There's going to be 3 cars for sure.
A few Legend cars up there showing up to that one.
I know of 3 for sure, so that are locked in.
So there will be some Legend cars up at the car show in Rice Lake.
So if you're up in that area, because I know we do have some viewers from up there, so
you can go over there and check them out.
Yep, for sure.
But yeah, other than that, I guess for our first episode, maybe what do you think?
Yeah, I liked it. So.
Thoughts and
tell us what you guys think in the comments.
Let us know.
For sure.
What you think, or what you want us to discuss, or you know where you want us to go, and we'll kind of figure it out and go from there.
For sure. All right. Well,
for now, wrap it up.
Keep the dirt dirty.
There you have it.